It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello and welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Daily Southtown newspaper, and we are at Eisenhower High School, home of the Fighting Cardinals. And yes, I was a former Fighting Cardinal. I guess I am still a Fighting Cardinal, probably just a Cardinal now. Great to be back home, man. This is my home, Eisenhower High School. A lot of great things happening here, particularly with the football program. Cardinals are 3-0 right now. Knocked off Evergreen Park last Friday, 44-14. And this week they're at Oak Lawn Friday, 7 p.m. Big game. And like I said, a lot of great things are going on here. This campus has not looked better. Beautiful, beautiful campus. Kudos to the maintenance staff. My boy Brian Fitzgerald, just doing a great job. An Eisenhower alum as well. Place looks outstanding. And academically, man, rated one of the top 100 schools by U.S. News. So there's a lot of great things happening here at Eisenhower High School. And we are going to talk a lot about those things, particularly about this football program with Coach Travis Moore. He's a 2000 Eisenhower graduate, and we're going to have on quarterback Scotty Gardner and offensive lineman Rashawn Schandon as our guests. So we're talking Cardinal football, folks. We're going to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. Like I said, join that Big Cheese loyalty program. Plenty of perks. Definitely worth your time and effort. Come back. Travis Moore will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
For more than 25 years, Midwest Orthopedic Consultants has been dedicated to providing comprehensive orthopedic excellence. The physicians at Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, with convenient locations in Orland Park and Oak Lawn, have received specialized training in subspecialty areas, allowing them to treat even the most complicated orthopedic conditions. X-rays and MRIs are available at both facilities, allowing patients to get everything completed in one location the same day. Ortho Urgent Care is provided Monday through Thursday between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon at their Oak Lawn location. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, first up tonight in Cardinal Country, football coach Travis Moore.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, my man?
It's great.
Great is right.
Great.
3-0, sitting pretty.
It's a great night to be a Cardinal.
It's always great to be a Cardinal. It's especially nicer right now. You know, food tastes a little bit better.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Definitely.
All right, man. Well, 3-0. What has been the key to this? I don't want to say resurgence, but what has been the key to this start?
You know, I would have to say team cohesion. My team over the summer has developed a great bond, working together through some good moments, some bad moments, hard work, dedication, and most of all, because of that, developed a great, strong team cohesion.
What would you say when you look at offense, defense, special team, what has been the biggest surprise?
You know, just the return of Larrell Williams. We had a senior who got injured September 23rd, week 5 of the season last year.
Okay.
Some major damage to his knee, dislocated his knee, broke his femur, and had a lot of complications in the hospital and persevered through it all, came back and was able to start week 1 of this season.
Wow. That's
Larrell
pretty
Williams.
awesome.
Great
Williams,
young man. Oh, yes.
What position?
Free safety.
Free safety, huh? Wow. So you've outscored opponents 131-34. That's pretty lopsided, my man. What has made this offense so explosive?
You know, I give all credit to our offensive coordinator. Coach Holmes does an unbelievable job in preparation over the summer and the spring. Honestly, no one outlasts that guy in the office leaving. Coach Revere, offensive line coach, does an unbelievable job with our line. And then most importantly, our kids execute the plan.
Yep.
We have a great quarterback in Scotty Gardner, does a great job of leading us and making sure the plan is followed. And because of that, right now the recipe is 3-0.
It's a beautiful thing. Who are some of the kids that have really stepped up for you?
We have great senior leadership. I can go on and on. Just to name a few, Ahmad Bailey, again, Scotty Gardner. We got a guy called Big Ray, a.k.a. Blindside, Schandon. Larrell Williams, J-Mo Ballantyne, and we have so many great seniors that step up and lead, and that's the difference in this year's success.
And we're going to have Scotty Gardner and Rashawn Schandon will be on our next segment, so stay tuned for that. We have some 3 Cardinals we'll be talking, you know, and you're a Cardinal grad as well, so this is like,
I love it.
this is the Cardinal show, man. This is all Cardinals. So
my son is a future Cardinal. TJ tells me every morning, Dad, I can't wait to be a Cardinal. So
that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, Travis. All right, so let's talk about Scotty Gardner. All right,
okay.
Is a kid who was actually the water boy when his older brother was a player here at Ike. Had aspirations of becoming a quarterback one day, and just talk about his development, not only as a player but as a leader.
You know, Scotty's unique. He's a scrawny, small, 8-year-old kid up and down our sidelines watching his brother Billy Vero play.
Yep.
And I remember him telling me, hey, Coach, one day I'll be your quarterback. I'm like, Scotty, get back over there and get the water. And so it was a lot of cute moments in his development and growing, and just seeing a change in him so far is unbelievable. I mean, he went from literally our water boy at 8 years old to our starting quarterback, and actually one of the most successful quarterbacks I've had in my tenure.
Yep, that's awesome. And I got a little bone to pick with his brother, Billy Vero. He knocked me out of the Blue Island Little League wiffle ball tournament on Saturday, so I got a little bone to pick with him, but it was deserving. They played better than us, so kudos to those guys.
He mentioned that to me in the
He did mention that? Yeah, I bet he did. He's bragging about it. A little puffy-chested around the hallways of there.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about this defense, man. I mean, obviously you only allow 34 points. You're getting it done. What's been the key with the Cardinal defense?
You know, honestly, it's just that we have speed, tough guys, just like to hit people. You know, defense is more of a mentality, less of a scheme. And I think we got the perfect mixture. We got newcomers in Halil, a transfer student who came in and solidified himself at the Mike linebacker position. We're anchored by a sensational sophomore on defensive end, Jaden Tubber. Defensive ends, Ahmad Bailey. We have a junior in there, Tobias Black. We're young, but we fly to the ball.
Yep.
So I think that's the key. We fly the ball and we like to hit people.
All right, now you're sitting 3-0, and I'm sure, you know, the kids are getting a little bit full of themselves. It's hard not to. So what are you guys telling these kids? I mean, you've got Oak Lawn Friday night at Oak Lawn, then you've got Oak Forest, and then you've got the Bulldogs in week 6. So what are you trying to tell these kids? Hey, man, let's keep this in perspective. Let's not get too full of ourselves.
Yeah, you know, the biggest thing for me when instructing my team about things like that is football is like life, and don't get full of yourself now, because I don't want you to get full of yourself later. Everything is a one-day approach, one-game approach, and to be honest, with our senior leadership and great chemistry, that hasn't been an issue.
Yeah.
We've worked harder every week since every game where we won. We came out with that hard-head mentality.
That's good to hear, man. And when you look at this program from top to bottom, sophomores are 3-0, freshmen are 2-1. What do you see here?
You know, it starts with Coach Rodriguez. Coach Rodriguez has been with me for 12 years. He helped develop Rashawn into the lineman he is today. And it anchors right through Coach Roan, our head sophomore coach.
Yep.
They're sitting at 3-0 with an impressive victory this past week. Without those guys, I couldn't do it, honestly, and they do a great job of leading on those levels.
And how about Rashawn Schandon? How about this guy, man? Last year, 6'7", 360. Now he's down to 300. Barely see the guy. He lost so much weight, man. So how about this kid, man? That's some determination, some dedication.
He's just a great kid. Very, he's a protector. I actually look at him a lot like the blindside tackle.
Yeah.
He started off not knowing anything about football. He stayed, he worked hard, committed himself in the offseason, lost 60 pounds. And to me, in my opinion, he is one of the best offensive linemen in the state of Illinois.
Yeah. No
if
doubt
not
about
the
it.
best.
Yep, no doubt about it. He's getting a lot of D1 interest,
Yes.
which is good to see. And can you believe, my man, that you're approaching the 20-year anniversary of your junior season, along with our guy Torrey Stuckey, when the greatest season in Eisenhower history. Cardinals advanced to the quarters, And most importantly, you knocked off Richards. You ended their season in the playoffs on this field. One of the greatest moments of my career. And I love Richards, but you know how it is, man. So can you believe it's been 20 years? It's going to be 20 years next year, man?
I can't believe it. It means I'm getting old. And when I look at you, it means you're getting older.
You'll never catch me, my man. You'll never catch me.
But it's a blessing. I talk to Torrey all the time. I talk with him and check with him when he was going through the terrible tragedy with the hurricane in Texas. But I think right now we're at a very critical moment in our careers.
Yep.
20-year anniversary is coming across, and it just feels surreal.
It does, man.
We're nervous about that, but I think if we keep the ball rolling, we'll have a lot to celebrate.
Yep. And I saw Chris Lewis over at that Shepherd game Friday. I said, man, I don't care how old I get, how old you get, you'll never look good in that orange and brown. You can coach here all you want, but you are red and white, my man. And he just laughs. I mean, great guy, man.
He's always
great
got a home
quarterback,
here.
man. Great quarterback.
We'd
right?
love to have him. He's always got a home here.
Yeah, he's a good man, man. He's always a Cardinal. Once a Cardinal, always a Cardinal, right?
That's the saying.
All right. Well, Travis, good luck, man, the rest of the season. I appreciate you coming on board. Thanks for the hospitality, continued success, and I know no one's looking ahead, but you got that week 6. That week 6 is just a little special, and it's homecoming here. Homecoming, you're honoring Superintendent Ty Harding. He's going to be the honorary captain. He's an Eisenhower grad, so that's a big night, man. That's a lot of things going on, right?
Yeah, well, we know the championship goes to Richards Bulldogs. I mean, it's a great program, great tradition. Started with Gary Corona, who I was blessed and honored to coach with. So we're just looking forward to the competition. One thing we know when we compete against Richards, it will be competitive. And it's going to start with them and obviously follow with us. So, two good teams come out, and at the end of the day, the better team or the most prepared team will win the ball game.
Exactly. I like that way of thinking, my man. That's great. All right, folks, we're going to go to Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. When we return, a couple more Cardinals coming on board. Quarterback Scotty Gardner and offensive lineman Rashawn Schandon will be our guests. Having them both on at the same time, so be prepared. Stay tuned.
It's time, your time. Look renewed. Feel rejuvenated. Visit Lisa Thomas Salon. Whether it's a new hairstyle, expertly applied makeup, skin treatments, or nail services, our professional stylists are up to date on all the latest techniques and styles to help you achieve the look you've always wanted. Find the you deserve. Your transformation begins at Lisa Thomas.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
Thank you, Coach's Corner, for celebrating all these great athletes. Now celebrate the American Classic with Apple Chevy. Classics like the Chevy Impala. Originating in 1958, the Chevy Impala is older than the states Hawaii and Alaska. It still holds its sleek and stylish design with a focus on luxury. It has the option to have the power of 305 horses. Don't take my word for it. Come test drive it today at Apple Chevy.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we're at Eisenhower High School, 127th and Kedzie in lovely, historic Blue Island. Our next two guests, offensive lineman Rashawn Schandon. Rashawn, thanks for coming on board, and quarterback Scott Gardner, also known as Scotty in the island. Right, my man?
Island.
Thanks for coming on board, guys. All right. sitting 3-0. Scotty, first off, man, how much fun has it been directing this offense?
It's been awesome. I mean, the whole offense just been coming out and we've just been executing, and it's awesome, man. We're scoring every drive. We've punted 3 times. We have an awesome punter, but I mean, we don't need him, which is nice.
Poor guy, man.
I love him to death. He's awesome, but I mean, it's good when he's not out there. It's good and bad.
That's right. 131 points. I'd say the offense is clicking in 3 games.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
And part of it's this guy right here, man, 6'7", 300-pounder. You said before the season, no one is touching Scotty. This is your boy right here, right, man?
Yeah,
have you lived up to that statement or what, man?
It's honestly, to be honest, it's one guy cannot protect this guy. Cause it's five guys on the offensive line. And we got a great offensive line. And Jason, Nico, Matt Dyke. We got 2 juniors with Ken Bill and just Horace. And it's just been great protecting this guy and keeping him in our little sack.
That's right. He said he hasn't been touched, man. He hasn't been touched. So that's a big-time attribute to the offensive line, man. And you getting rid of the ball and making the right reads and the right decisions. So what do you think makes this offense so effective, Scott?
Honestly, I think just Coach Holmes, he puts us in the right spots no matter what, and he will not set us up to fail. He'll put us in the right spot, and if we execute, we're going to be perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll put us in the right spot, and
just
I'm
listen
confident.
and execute, right?
That's all
That's
it is,
the
and
key.
focus.
All right, Rashawn, we talked about it a little bit with Coach Moore. You dropped 60 pounds, man, so you're down to 3 bills. How did you do that? Well, what was the key to losing that weight?
It was basketball, and then it turned in from me losing 30 pounds from basketball into me getting in the offseason with Scotty, Laurel, my center, Jason, Nako, and just running hills at the parks. And it's just been a great feeling just to feel so lighter now and be able to move.
Yeah. You're agile, man. I mean, I was watching you play hoops. You're very light on your feet for a big guy. But you've also, you've cut the dime, man. You're not supersizing anymore. The number 4 over at Mickey D's, right?
Nah, not supersized.
Instead of a large pizza at Beggars, you're down to like a couple pieces on a small, man, right? I mean,
I wouldn't say. I mean, that's Beggars though. Beggars, it's great. I mean, you gotta love Beggars.
That's right, man. But you did change your diet a little bit, right? You did. You said sweet stuff a little bit, right? You reduced it.
Yeah, it's really reduced.
Yeah, good, man. All right, so this has been your dream, man, to be a quarterback at Eisenhower. How gratifying is this for you?
It's awesome. I mean, I've dreamed about it since 10 years ago, 9 years ago, and it came true. Now I'm waking up on Friday mornings like sweating. I'm like, got a football game. I got to go execute. I got to go play ball. Just waking up every night, 2, 3 in the morning, just like, I got to play football. It's awesome. Like, it's honestly the coolest thing.
Tough to sleep the night before a game, huh?
Tough to sleep any day of the week now. I mean, it's a big responsibility, and it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's an awesome thing that I can tell my kids when I'm older, just anybody. It's a great story.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. We're going to do a story on it this week in the Daily South Sound, so check it out. Rashawn, in regards to colleges, I know you've heard from numerous colleges. You've gone to some showcases. Who are some of the schools that have you been in contact with, man?
I've been in contact with a lot of different schools. I've been in contact with Eastern Illinois has offered me. I've been in contact with the U of I, Minnesota, Purdue. I went to Purdue camp. A lot of Big Ten, and it's just been great talking to them.
Been awesome, man. So, what's going to be the key for you to make a decision? What are you looking for out of a college? Do you think that's going to be like, hey, this is where I want to go?
I mean, I want to stay close to home so I can come back and get Beggars Pizza. It's just, I gotta love it though. But it's just to stay around my family, just to be and stay close to this guy. My best friend.
Best friend, man. Yep, absolutely, man. And Scotty, you know, once the season's over, you're going to play some baseball too, right? You're ready to roll. The Cardinals are going to be tough, right?
Yep. We got a complete team finally this year. We're gonna play ball. We're gonna compete with the good teams. We're gonna be tough to mess with this year.
That's good. Good to hear, man. Well, you guys, thanks for coming on board, both you guys. And hey, making the Cardinals proud. We got our alumni golf outing this week, Saturday, and you guys are going to be the center of the conversation, man. You're making a lot of people, a lot of old Blue Island guys, Eisenhower guys proud. So keep it up, and you're staying out of trouble. You guys are towing the line, man. That's what we like to hear. All right. All right. Good luck the rest of the way. Folks, we're going to an athletics timeout. When we return, players of the week, talk about some games from last week. Stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
For more than 25 years, Midwest Orthopedic Consultants has been dedicated to providing comprehensive orthopedic excellence. The physicians at Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, with convenient locations in Orland Park and Oak Lawn, have received specialized training in subspecialty areas, allowing them to treat even the most complicated orthopedic conditions. X-rays and MRIs are available at both facilities, allowing patients to get everything completed in one location the same day. Ortho Urgent Care is provided Monday through Thursday between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon at their Oak Lawn location. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank football coach Travis Moore, quarterback Scott Gardner, and offensive lineman Rashawn Schandon for being our guests tonight. Good luck to the Cardinals the rest of the season. And thanks for the hospitality. I got to give a shout out to AD Jim Weber. Thanks for the hospitality here. Great athletic director and a good man as well. All right, folks, we are going to go to the results segment sponsored by Athletics, Sports, and Orthopedic Physical Therapy. Our good buddy Tom Mulvey. Game I was at Friday night, Richards 27, Shepherd 21 for Richards. Derek Flowers, man, this junior fullback is something else. 202 yards rushing, scored all 4 touchdowns. Another junior quarterback, Sebastian Castro, 15 to 22, 164 yards. Also had 46 yards rushing for the Dogs, who are now 2-1 for Shepherd. Nico Carter, 75-yard fake punt return for a touchdown. Marquel Porter, 2 touchdown passes. Chris Harrison, 2 TD catches for the Astros, who followed 2-1, but they gave the Dogs a definite battle. Providence 28, St. Rita 21 for St. Rita. Chris Childers, 2 TD runs. Javon Venson, a 41-yard TD run, and Matt Callahan had an interception. For Pravi, Deshaun Gavin, 18 carries, 114 yards and a score. Jake McGranny, 15 carries, 91 yards and a TD. Caden Kalinowski had 2 touchdown passes, and Dakota Katowski, 16-yard TD catch for the Celtics, who got off the schneid and are now sitting 1-2. Lamont 14, Hillcrest 7 in overtime. Hawks almost pulled this one off. For Hillcrest, Ronricus Griffin hit Corey Crooms on a 7-yard TD pass. Jacoby Lawrence had a fumble recovery for the Hawks, who followed 2-1, but showed a lot, man. They are a team to reckon with, no doubt about it. For the Indians, Mark Matthias, a 1-yard TD run. He also hooked up with Matt Slee on a 10-yard TD pass in overtime. Brady Janis had an interception for Lamont, who was 2-1. And Bremen 40, Oak Lawn 19 for the Braves. Rashay Smith, 26 carries, 276 yards, a couple touchdowns. Armani Gauss, 10 of 17, 207 yards, 2 TDs. Byron Lewis, 4 catches, 116 yards, 2 TDs. Tim Hamilton had 2 forced fumbles and a score for the Braves, who head to Oak Forest Friday night, 7 p.m. That is one of the area's best rivalries. That will be a great one, and I'm sure former Bremen coach John D'Ambrosio will be somewhere in the area watching that game for sure. All right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. We're going to hook up Marist quarterback Mike Market. Threw 4 touchdown passes and rushed for another touchdown to lead the Redhawks to a 45-14 win over Carmel. For his efforts, we're going to hook him up with a $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook and Chicago. The Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week, Lincoln Way East Volleyball's Molly Hackett. 12 digs, 11 kills, 2 aces to lead the Griffins to a 25-23, 25-20 win over Sandburg. We're going to hook up Molly with a gift card, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon, locations in Mokina, Orland Park, and Tinley Park. And remember, still have the special for the gals, haircut and highlights, $66. That's a deal. Lisa Thomas Salon. All right, folks, we are going to go to Labriola Bakery Cafe time out. When we return, little high, little tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
It's time, your time. Look renewed. Feel rejuvenated. Visit Lisa Thomas Salon. Whether it's a new hairstyle, expertly applied makeup, skin treatments, or nail services, our professional stylists are up to date on all the latest techniques and styles to help you achieve the look you've always wanted. Find the you deserve. Your transformation begins at Lisa Thomas.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's has a trained technicians and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
Thank you, Coach's Corner, for celebrating all these great athletes. Now celebrate the American Classic with Apple Chevy. Classics like the Chevy Impala. Originating in 1958, the Chevy Impala is older than the states Hawaii and Alaska. It still holds its sleek and stylish design with a focus on luxury. It has the option to have the power of 305 horses. Don't take my word for it. Come test drive it today at Apple Chevy.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Okay, before we get to High and Tight, sponsored by Midwest Orthopedic Consultants in Oak Lawn and Orland Park, I want to give kudos to Mark Nielsen, an Eisenhower grad, for running the 7th annual Blue Island Little League Wiffle Ball Tournament last Saturday. Great job, great event. Look forward to it every year. So kudos to Mark Nielsen on running that once again. All right, High and Tight, man. Game I was at, Shepherd Richards last Friday. 4 players, 2 from each team ejected. All right, ejected for that game. That also goes into this week, so they got to sit this week. Now listen, man, it's a rivalry. It's got a little heated. Nothing malicious. There was no intent to injure involved. Got a little scrappy. Officials totally overreacted here. These kids should not have been ejected from those games. You got to let these kids play a little bit, give a few warnings, and call it a day. Total overreaction by the officials. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed the show. See you next week.